Hey everybody, thanks for checking out my channel today. I've got something a little bit different. This is the Chicago Transit Authority album. It was the first studio album released in 1969, in April of 69, by the band Chicago, originally known as Chicago Transit Authority, after the organization of the same name in the city of Chicago. A little reflection here, sorry about that. This is an original pressing, and as you can see, Columbia records can also be played on mono equipment. So, for those of you who hadn't made the move to stereo at that point, this can be played on those styli of the day. This is, like I said, an original pressing. I've got the turntable paused here. The interesting thing about this album is it came out right after the Democratic Convention of August 1968. And on this album, here's the inside of the album jacket, by the way. They had great um, artwork of that time and pictures of the bands. This was their first album ever, so this was, pretty important for them. All the original members, obviously, in this. And I just want to point out something here on the liner notes, which is something else you miss when you're just downloading music. Prologue, right? So this was a cut on the album. It actually starts the last side of the double album set. I should have said this is two albums. So quite the first release, two full albums right out of the gate. It's an actual August 29, 1968 recording from the Democratic National Convention in Chicago on that date. And it says right here, black militants exhorting demonstrators, God give us the blood to keep going. The march begins. Police attempt to disperse the marchers, and they chant, the whole world's watching. Well, if you've watched any movies or anything about this or read anything about it, that's exactly what happened. And I just thought it interesting that here we have Chicago Transit Authority right out, their first album. It's a double album set, right? They come up with this and they embed this track on their album for everybody to hear and see. And following the song Prologue, which is, or the cut Prologue, which is only about a minute long, there's a song called Someday, which is, well, it kind of answers the question as to what's going on at that time. But I wanted to just point this out because here we have a major label in, Columbia Records, right? So this is CBS Television, Columbia Broadcasting Network at the time, CBS News, reporting on all this stuff. And you have a record label putting this out. And I just think it really says something about what was going on at that time, that people would step up and go ahead and release this. I will say also, I believe that the folks running Columbia Records at that time were, busy. They had signed, people like Janis Joplin and Bruce Springsteen and things like that were on the way at this time. But basically, they were really ahead of the curve. And it was really Clive Davis at that time when he was at Columbia Records who found these bands. Santana was another one. I mean, nobody would touch this music, right? I mean, he didn't even know how to describe Santana as a band. And here we have Chicago, which is brass heavy at a time when everybody was going down the hard guitar rock. Now, these guys have guitar chops, don't get me wrong. Everybody in this band was top flight. Drumming, all of the brass and the guitar was just, top of the line, even at a time when a lot of that was really very high line. So I just wanted to point this out before we play this. I am going to play this actual cut off the album, and then the song that purposely followed it called Someday. Thanks for checking out the channel. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Here we go.
We're going to jail, man. Like, let's go. All we gonna do is move forward, and if they lock us up, we lock it up, and God give us the breath to keep going. Let's go. Get out of here, man.
Faces full of hate and fear, faces full of me. Do you feel the rumblings as your head comes crumbling down? Do you know what I mean? Run, you better run, you know the end is getting near. Feel the wind of something hot come whistling past your ear as they try to get you where it will upset you down. Now you know what I mean.
Someday you will see how long we've waited for the time to show you how we've died to get together with you all.
Twist and turn your head around till everything's unclear. Twist and turn your arm around until it is not there. And they'd love to burn you, or at least to turn you around. Now you know what I mean. Can you look around you now and tell us what's to be? Can you look inside yourself and tell us what you see? As you